morning. It's Thursday and it's the 9th of January. I'm hoping to be able to pull out quite a few bits and pieces today. I've got a day in. I was out quite a bit yesterday with craft group. Didn't get an awful lot done, as you can see from my previous video. So today I'm hoping to get quite a bit done. As I said, it is slow going. It's taken me a while, but I'm trying to prep myself and get things done, even if you're not in the mood to do something. You know, sometimes I even set a timer for 10 minutes. If I don't feel like doing anything, I'm thinking in that 10 minutes I can sort laundry out, or I can put the laundry away or something. Very often, even when the timer goes off, I will carry on doing the chore that I'm doing. It's just a little thing that gets me motivated. I am struggling, especially in the mornings. I am a morning person. And yeah, I am wearing this, again, my Winnie the Pooh jumper. I often wear this, especially in the mornings, and then in the evenings I tend to wear a dressing gown. And the reason why is this seems looser, it's not restricting or anything, and it's just easier. And to tell you the truth, if I'm wiping down surfaces or something, I'm not so precious about it. As my dressing, I've got a couple of dressing gowns and a couple of like what I call ponchos that I wear, that I've shown you in the past when I've done my spa evenings. So yeah, you'll probably see me first thing in the morning wearing this. As I said, sometimes I do my 30 minutes tidy up, my pick up and everything, and laundry first thing in the morning, and then I will go and get obviously cleaned up and changed. That's what I normally do, or especially if I know that I'm going out first thing in the morning. So that's why I keep wearing this, and it is loose. It keeps going in the wash. At the moment, it goes in the tumble dryer and straight back on. But just so you know, I have got other things. It's just, I think you can understand. There's certain things I don't mind wearing where I'm moving about and everything. But there's certain things, you know, I like to chill out and relax in. So hopefully you'll follow me on my day. Right, we did reset the home last night. I'm just loading up YouTube at the moment. I've got a pile of laundry there that I'm going to sort out while I finish having my morning coffee, so I'm going to get that done. This is what I'm using each day to put items in that's going to leave the house. I need a minimum of 7. Well, last night Hubby decided to get rid of his electric shaver. He hasn't used it in, I don't know, forever. And it's finally gone in there because he prefers wet shave and he can't get on with electric shavers anyway. So I have got my first item, and believe it or not, it's not one of mine, which is good. As I said, that's the only thing that tends to be a little bit of a hold up, is if it's a family member. As I said, and I've got a couple of items which I haven't actually included going out of the home. Actually, I mentioned it. I've got 2 books to be returned. I've also got a couple of things upstairs that's got to be returned, so that could actually count as things leaving the home. And as I said, I'm glad we got the reset done. It does make a lot of difference. And I do apologise once again that my video was short yesterday. I did get my sock drawer done, and I know it's a bit dark because I'm going to wait till it's a bit lighter because I want to try and finish the lounge. I've been saying this for a few days and I have gone a bit off of schedule, and I'm hoping it's a bit light enough. I've still got my shelves to do, you know, to put my decor back. I did bring that candle out and that I got from Home Bargains, and that smells absolutely gorgeous. I haven't lit it. Even anybody that's walked in said, oh, your room smells lovely. Even my hubby's mentioned it. So I don't know whether the scent's going to be as strong lighting it up. I don't know. I don't know whether I mentioned, I did get my cushion covers out. I've gone for these, you know, with the blacks and the cream and white, just to bring everything in. I've only got 2 of those, and they came from B&M. So they were just the covers. I think it was $4.99 for a pair. So I think that's a really good price. So B&M is really good. Even, especially if you don't need to buy the actual pads, you just need the cushion covers and you just want a little bit of spruce up. Although I have had them for a bit of time. I have got to clean my unit here. As you can see, I'm sorry, it's a bit dark. And then the bottom bit where I keep my internal bow crockery, that comes out every year, you know, so I can dust the shelves and clean it all. So I'm going to get on. Oh yeah, I brought my lantern back that I put in, you know, it was between the kitchen and dining room while we had the tree up. And I got to put a granddaughter's DVDs back there. So hopefully, yeah, I'm going to get this all done today. And I've been saying this for a couple of days now. As I say, I do get sidetracked, but I do have a to-do list and certain things I like to do at the beginning of each year. And so it's going to be done, even if it's gone a little bit out of, I don't know, what's the term, out of, not whack, but out, sorry about that, lost my train of thought again. Yeah, out of my routine sort of thing. And I know you're supposed to concentrate on one room at a time, but with my lists, especially at the beginning of the year where I go through as much as I can and review the whole home before we start caravanning, it still gets ticked off. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to concentrate on one room, but it also depends on how I feel at the time, because obviously the lounge is going to be a lot of standing up and cleaning and everything. So I've got to bring all my decor pieces down from my cupboard upstairs for the shelves behind that door. And I say, yeah, I'm hoping to get it done. I've been saying this for a couple of days. I'm still pleased with what I'm getting done, and I'm positive about that. That's the main thing. I'm not putting myself completely down, but I do understand if anybody says you're supposed to concentrate on one room at a time. And very often, sometimes, especially at the start of the year, there's certain things that have to be done. Like I had to review my kitchen pantry cupboard, you know, just make sure, and the fridge and everything like that. Some things like laundry, you know, need to take precedence over anything else, and paperwork, you know. So there is certain things that need to be done that may not be concentrated on one area. But when I do the bedroom, I say that is a big effort to do that one. Although it is really, well, to me, organised. It just needs tweaking and trying to pull things out. Right, so I've just sorted some laundry out. So I've just actually heard my son's alarm go off, so I can now go and put the laundry away. One tip, I don't know if anybody else is the same, is especially when I had 3 guys in the house, I've got 2 at the moment, as my eldest son doesn't live with us anymore. But my son and my hubby both wear industrial boots for their occupations, so they tend to have separate socks for work. So I have 2 lots of different socks, so I know by sight whose is whose. So I know for a fact the JCB ones and the ones with this like yellowy and grey trim are my son's. My hubby has something very similar to this, but they're plain, or they've got navy and got a white stripe. So I know by sight whose socks is who. It's just obviously get the pairs of socks so they're all the same. So it makes it easier and quicker for partnering them up. And if one happens to get a hole in, then sometimes I hold on to the other one. It depends. And then match them up because they're all the same. As I said, I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's for quickness and for sorting laundry. Right, so I've got some washing going. These are all the bags that I've got from Iceland through my delivery. I've explained about this before, but I use them for bin liners, and they are recyclable because it says on the bag. I've mentioned this before, and I use them, as I say, for bin liners. I opt to have bags on this instant because the crates are too heavy to lift, so it's easier to bring the individual bags through from the front door to the kitchen. So I'm going to fold these up. I'm going to fast forward this bit because I have actually shared this before. Right, it's about 20 to 8 and the beds are made. I have just got, at some point, said put my artwork back on the wall, and I haven't actually done my shelves yet, so that's on my list. And my son made his bed before he went off to work, so there's not much to do in his room except for putting that laundry away. So his room is okay. So I am getting stuff done today. As I said, I think it always takes a bit of time to reset your home after the new year, but I'm getting there. I still got a few odd pieces in the games room to sort out, but hopefully I will get the lounge done today. Right, I feel a little bit more put together now. I'm dressed. Said I've done my 30 minutes tidy up and the 10 item pick up. I've already done one lot of laundry. I've got another one in the washing machine and one in the tumble dryer going at the moment. And I thought I'd wear something a little bit different. This is one of the tops I had a question mark on, and it was actually, the coat hanger was turned the other way around because I hadn't worn it for a while because I felt that it was too tight. But it feels really comfortable and there's actually some room in it. So yeah, and I quite like it. I was thinking it was going to go in the pile today actually to go out, but I fancied wearing something different. As I say, it's a t-shirt material, and it's this like what do you call it, army green, and it's got the orange in, and it just, I don't know, it feels comfortable. I'm surprised I didn't wear it previously, but it did feel tight and uncomfortable. But yeah, and I've just teamed it with my black velvety jogging bottoms and some fluffy socks. So I'm comfy, I'm raring to go. I just got off the phone to a friend of mine. We've been having a little chit chat while I was having my second cup of coffee this morning. So it's like about 20 to 9 now. But it was nice to catch up. We're hoping to meet up, if not tomorrow, maybe beginning of next week. So I'm going to get on with the lounge. Right, so this is the walk-in cupboard on my stairs, or should I say landing, where I keep a lot of my storage and my decor pieces. So what I'm going to do is a lot of that part actually comes down and goes in the lounge, and then I got some pieces. That's the box that goes in the lounge. All these have got to come out. And then I've got in here pieces that go in the lounge, in the kitchen and the cloakroom. So they're all going to come out so I can get all my decor put back. And then once I've got that decorations down, you know, my decor pieces, then all my red baskets that I used over Christmas can then go back up on the high shelf at the top there. And this is how I do it. I have got some decor pieces on the stairs. A lot of those pieces do go in the lounge, so it's a matter of just swapping my decor pieces around. now for my 7+ items I'm getting rid of today. Now before I actually share what I've got in my laundry basket that I'm getting rid of, I've spent quite a length of time cleaning the lounge, as I've been showing you. I'm not allowed to move the furniture, like the sofas. They are really heavy, so I'm going to have to wait till the weekend until the guys can help me pull those out so I can hoover all underneath and behind and everything. So at least on the surface of everything where I can reach comfortably enough, it's all been done. I have still got to get my unit emptied and cleaned out, like my crockery that's at the bottom of the black unit that's behind the door, and then all the beanies come out and I give all the shelves a wipe and, you know, put everything back. It's just to review. I must admit, in that unit everything does tend to go back because it is memories. I don't tend to get rid of my beanie bears and my crockery, and also I've got dust on top, but I need to bring my steps down, so I was going to do that unit. I may even do that. Whether the lighting will be enough, I don't know. I'll possibly do that in an evening, or I'll do it maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure, being it's Friday. Right, now getting on to what I'm getting rid of. I'm quite proud of myself, the pieces I've pulled out. Sometimes it doesn't seem much, but as I said, I've been doing this now, I would say, decluttering now 5 or 6 years, and at the beginning of the year I do most of my decluttering and everything, and then through the year when I bring stuff in I try and get the equivalent, if not more, out of the home so it doesn't get too cluttered. But there's always things that need reviewing or might need going through or just haven't been used, and that's what's happened in this basket as well. As I said, I didn't have much chance to go around today and pull stuff out. I know there's a few little places that, you know, I've sort of collected pieces, either going to use them as gifts or in my gift stash, or stocking fillers and not been used, or I've just, you know, sort of kept them. So I've started now to let those go and pass them on to different people. So let's get on. So this is my basket. First of all, some rubbish, general rubbish. So I am taking the snowballs out of this and, as I said, and put them in with the Christmas decorations. They've now, a few days ago, gone up in the loft. And I was thinking about, you know, what I could do with it. It even crossed my mind to cut these snowflakes out or something. But I thought, you know what, I haven't really got the time or energy to do that. Although these sort of things I do tend to do when I'm sitting watching TV, but I'm just going to let that go. As I say, it's just thin plastic. Talking about plastic, I've been meaning to dump this because it got split out of my cupboard upstairs, so that's going. And this book I bought and never read it. I found it up in my gift stash actually, so I am actually going to pass that on. As I say, a few of these things are what I have not used. I found this in my gift stash as well. I haven't used it, so I'm going to pass that on. And there's a story about these 2 pencil cases. I brought about 6 of these, admittedly. And these were from Tesco's. No, sorry, these were from Wilko's. Sorry, these were from Wilko's, and they were something ridiculous. I think they were selling off 10 or 20p or something. A fair few years ago now, and I've kept hold of them. I've got 2 left, and I'm just going to pass these on to either my friend or the community centre so that they can be used. And I don't see any point in keeping hold of these now. If I'm going to keep any pencil cases, it's either goldy coloured or it's got owls on. Something else I've kept hold of, and I had 2 of these the same year. I think it was one Christmas. because people know I like purple and like cyan's. So I'm going to let this one go as I've got 2 of them. And I'd already said about the shaver, so that's going. I've got another one of these to-do lists. I think I'm going to take these to the community centre. This one's actually still in the wrapper, because along with well-being and crafting and everything, I've said about you know, organising and get motivated just in general, even if the ladies and even the gents cannot get the exercise in. If they keep moving and doing little bits, it can help your partner out, it can keep on top of your home, and you can still move about and stay fit. So we're sort of doing crafting, we're doing well-being. We don't like the word D, which is diet. I call it healthy eating, and we're going on that line. So well-being, it's just reinforcing some of the general practices, like not too big a portion control, and things like small dinner plate, and looking at substitutes for certain items, you know, anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to take all these to the community centre and see if I can get my ladies sort of motivated to get things done. I am actually getting rid of these. That's due to the fact I found 2 lots of lights, and these I think must have been Poundland, and they just keep coming off. So I'm going to pass this on because I've got another set of lights that I've sorted out, which I'm going to use in our main bedroom. Now, when I was sorting everything out to put things back, I'm keeping with the red theme because I went very neutral late summer, I think it was, towards autumn, and I got rid of a lot of the red, but I kept the stuff because I knew I'd come back to it. So I'm thinking, well, it's January, February it's going to be Valentine's Day, so I've pulled out a few sort of things with hearts on. Rather than put all my decor back in certain places, I'm going to bring out my heart decor and put that instead, because I always seem to slip behind everybody else when it comes to decorating for the different seasons. So I'm getting that, and even now it's annoying me a little bit. When I was looking at the lights, I've decided to get rid of some candles. This one hasn't even been lit, so I'm going to get rid of that one, because obviously now I've brought that other one in that I've got in my lounge that I really do like. This one, which still, that one hasn't been burnt. This one looks like it has been, so I'm going to get rid of those. And this one I've never used, and to tell you the truth, it's pretty, but it smells rubbery. It doesn't smell nice at all. Yes, it could look nice just like that, and maybe you could spray it, I don't know, but I'm just going to get rid of it. I've got quite a few candles, and I'd rather use the candles and have the candles out that smell nice and the ones that I like, so I'm going to get rid of that. Again, general rubbish, batteries which I take out of that set of lights. So, and I did try the lights and they do work, but these batteries are flat, so they're just going to go. And then I've got 2 of these, which is NYC New York colour, and I bought these a while back. I might actually have a word with somebody in particular, might want one. And I'm used to have this years ago with my lipstick, and it's one of those, I don't want to blind you, but it's got the mirror there at the top there, so I'm not going to blind you. And then you put the lipstick in there, and it's just a little you know, container. And I was going to use these and put a lipstick in and put them in a stocking, but I never got round to it, so I'm just going to let those go. So that is my empty basket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count my rubbish as 1 item, I think. So that is like 1 item with the batteries. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I'll just count that as 14. So that's 14 items, so I'm really pleased with that. And as I said, it didn't seem a lot, but when you look at it like that, and some of it, yeah, it is general rubbish as well, I think that is really good. So I am really happy with what I'm getting done, even though it's taken me ages to clean our lounge and it's still not quite finished. But as I said, I just got the unit and to get the furniture pulled out so I can hoover under and behind. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.